Where were you, Mr. Johnson? Where were you, Mr. Johnson? Where were you, Mr. Johnson? Where were you, Mr. Johnson?
Well, it started when I was a boy in beautiful Montana, farming alpacas with my father and mama. When late one night I was climbing a tree, and out of nowhere a mountain lion sprung upon me. Well, my dog lady Trixie was nowhere to be seen. A Turkish Anatolian as tough as can be. Well, did I fight the lion off? Well, I sure did try, but I was just a boy, and that's the first time I died.
Considering the seriousness of the crime, son, you better not be lying or you do your time.
So I ask again, where were you, Mr. Johnson? Where were you, Mr. Johnson? Where were you, Mr. Johnson? Where were you, Mr. Johnson?
I bounced back as a man out in sunny Australia. I started me a business, I was building computers. I met my late wife and she brought forth a son. Went outside the hospital, there was a hit and run. Well, they ran me right over, they left me to die. Funny how the hospital was right inside. And all through my life, not one lie have I said. That was 1982, the second time I was dead.
Considering the seriousness of the crime, son, you better not be lying or you do your time.
So I ask again, where were you, Mr. Johnson? I need to know, Mr. Johnson.
You claim you were climbing the peaks of the Great White Rockies, a reborn warrior. You were fighting off grizzlies. You died a third time and you came back in Mali. Are you ready to testify all of this to the jury?
Where were you, Mr. Johnson? Where were you, Mr. Johnson?
Where were you, Mr. Johnson? Where were you, Mr. Johnson? Where were you, Mr. Johnson? Where were you, Mr. Johnson?